commencing virtuous mission now.
All right, welcome. So this is episode two in my Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough. Wow, I can't talk. Um, ooh, I'm going to get a snake. Um, so if you watched the first episode, then you already know that I didn't talk at all during that because of um how many cutscenes there were, and sure enough, since I'm recording these back to back, um, I am a half hour into recording this. I don't need these things. Monkey mask. Yes. Huh. I'll show the camouflage later. Um, ha. Yeah, so a big thing in this game is food. Um, you can either kill or live capture animals and then eat them later. And there's also various fruits and plants you can eat. Um, Now, like live capturing is important. Obviously, you can't capture like huge animals. Like you don't have Snake running around with a goat on his back, which would be amazing. But you can capture smaller animals, frogs, spiders, snakes, stuff like that. And then you can actually throw those at enemy. Other benefits: dead animals will eventually spoil, but live animals will stay fresh the entire time. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Oh, okay, good. So yeah, let's get into this. Jeez, I was watching DSP play this game, and he died in the quicksand. Like seriously, just in that little bit of me walking, you could see me sinking. Like if he stands still, you can see him rapidly sinking, and somehow he didn't notice it and actually drowned in that. So coming up here in just a second, I am playing this in the PlayStation 2 version, so the picture is not going to be as crisp as my Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. But there's a bonus little Easter egg in the PlayStation 2 version that they took out of the high def remake, and I didn't feel like having to play through the game twice to show one Easter egg. But that's fine.
Major, I've
This
spotted
game,
two enemy soldiers.
this game honestly
They're
still looks
probably
pretty good.
KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
It's a little jittery on the edges.
AK-47s and grenades.
So here,
Snake,
oh.
your presence in Soviet territory
Uh-huh.
is already a violation of international law.
Oh no, I'm breaking
Can't
the
let
law.
the Kremlin find out that the CIA and
Judas
the American
Priest
government
breaking
are
the law.
involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
Yeah,
Got
that'll
that?
go well.
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by...
Alright, I don't need to worry about that. So, the big thing in this game was being able to change your camouflage to adapt to the different um, areas. So, you can see up in the corner there, I got a percentage, up in the right corner, percentage of 80. It's how likely the enemies are to spot me. So, if I go to woodland, that gives me an additional 5%. And leaf, well, that gives me an additional 5%. And like you get up to 90-95%, basically enemy has to almost be stepping on you to see you. What oh, it switched to like third person camera and really threw me off. Like, why is it far back now? And like, if you really want to get a, some people complain about this because you can like constantly go in here and changing it to try to get the best. But I'm going to let him, oops, get away from me. He's going to take a long walk around the whole thing. I'll probably let him get weird. Let him get over there and then move on. Now I can understand, man, my throat is really phlegmy today. I can understand some people's frustration with the camo system because if you wanted to be perfect, then you would be constantly jumping back in there. Like you see right now, as I'm going over mud, the guy wouldn't even have to be close to me. He would spot me from a mile away. I'm going to jump back to the, where are you? Leaf. But honestly, as long as you're paying attention to where the enemies are, like those little brief stints in between patches of grass, you don't really need to worry about them. This one was probably stupid. I should have glanced to see if there was an enemy nearby before I went into such a long area. Except in like a couple rare situations, I've never really used like the sonar or anything in this game. Mainly because they take batteries, and so you constantly, if you're going to use them, you have to keep on looking for more and more batteries. So I find it easier to just go a little slower, look around. Let's see. Could possibly make it over there, but I don't want to get spotted. If he goes down that way, I'll go for it. Sorry, my throat. I don't even know why I'm apologizing for my phlegmy throat. I feel like in every stinking video, I'm constantly clearing my throat. So, if you're a longtime viewer, either you've just learned to ignore it or for some odd reason you enjoy it. He is walking right towards me. Alright, keep on going that way. I think I should be good. Just gotta get in here and then let him continue on his merry way. Okay, he's fine. The switching from first person to third person can be annoying. Crap, I gotta wait for this guy to do his rotation, so this guy's probably gonna be coming back up. He's still over there. I'll have to make sure where he is before I head this way. So he's going away. Where's he going? Ah, crap. He's coming back. Turn and go that way. If he comes over here, I'm going to have to wait for another rotation. I should have just sniped him. So if you did watch the first episode of the opening cutscenes, crap, if I would have been quick, I probably could have made that. You'll notice, like, it starts off jumping out of the plane in the halo jump. And when you get down to the ground, you take off your helmet, you have a ride-in mask from the Metal Gear Solid 2. When you first select a new game, the very first thing it gives you is an option I've never played Metal Gear Solid before. I like Metal Gear Solid 1. I like Metal Gear Solid 2. And then since this is the re-release with some additional features, I like Metal Gear Solid 3. And I don't remember what the actual changes are to the game. It's not necessarily a difficulty thing because the very next screen is like selecting difficulty. But there are minor little differences, I think like Easter eggs maybe, that happen depending on which option you choose. And one of them, if you select I like Metal Gear Solid 2, then you start the game wearing a Raiden mask. Which that I believe is in your inventory no matter what. I know you get it at some point in the game because you use it in a later mission. But I always thought that was a fun Easter egg. He's just kind of like, alright, you can take that ridiculous thing off, and he rips off the Raiden mask. Alright. Now this area is to kind of show you a little bit of the environmental tactical advantages you can use. Come on. There we go. Right there. So he's running away. They're going to see him panic and run away also. Oh boy. Nope, wrong button. I think I meant to hit triangle, maybe? Alright, first death. Oops. So got a knife. Hush puppy. Alright. Don't have too much time. So I gotta get down here. And then I'll have to sneak by him when I come back. Hey, hey, look at that. Now, one of the changes to this new version was the camera system. So this is right here, the original camera system. And then now I have the one that I have full control over. Crap. I don't know if there's guys up there already. Let's get some camo. Wrong button. That had to do with the creator of the series, Hideo Kojima, apparently has motion sickness. I think I'm going to go up here. I think someone's on the bridge. Nope. Okay, I don't know what I just heard. There they are. I don't know where that went. I was going to head out immediately, but then he turned around. Anyways, obviously in the first two games, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, those were on much different consoles, so motion sickness wasn't a thing. It was literally moving screen by screen, kind of like the original Legend of Zelda. When it went 3D with Metal Gear Solid, the first game had completely computer controlled cameras. The cameras moved, they would follow you through certain areas, but the computer always chose where the cameras were positioned. And same thing on Metal Gear Solid 2. A little more dynamic, but once again, the computer always chose where the camera was facing. When we got to Metal Gear Solid 3, they gave you a little bit of control over the camera. As you can see, like I can move it around, but that was about all you could do. So we designed a third-person camera, or he had his team design a third-person camera that would not affect his motion sickness. Please don't notice me. Okay, as soon as he turns around, I'm just going to have to start moving. And so basically, it just stays facing your character at the same angle, regardless of how your character turns. And the camera just kind of follows facing them until you move the camera again. Giving you much more control of the camera, thereby reducing the likelihood of triggering motion sickness. And they put that in the re-release of 3, and then by clicking down the right analog stick, you can switch between them. Alright, here we go.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Alright, let's have some fun. So if all goes well, I'll try to rescue Sokolov. And man, it's been about 20 minutes. I want to finish the virtuous mission. I'm trying to decide if I want to attack the cutscene on the end of this, or if I want to do a separate cutscene video again. Because that one's a decent length, but pretty action-packed. Yeah, the initial cutscene was more kind of an information dump explaining why you're here and what you're doing. The next cutscene is like, alright, everyone knows we're here, let's have some fun. And don't worry, momentarily here there'll be a scene where I actually have to just want to make sure none of these things are dying. Ooh, I should nah, I won't do that this episode. um I'll be forced into a combat situation shortly here, I believe. Okay, he's far enough away. Don't see anyone there. Is he turning around? Your visibility is very much dependent on whether or not you're moving and how close they are. So I don't know an exact science of, oh, if you have this percentage, then you're good up to this distance. I do know if like 40% there, they have to be pretty far away to not see me. Oh boy, this is a bad area.
Seeing things.
Yep, you are. Don't investigate. I might need to change that a little bit. Oh, jeez, yeah. Beautiful. Look at how invisible I am now. Wow. Okay. Cat just jumped up and ran away. This might be a good time actually to use a sonar. Because I know there's a guy on the other side of... Oh. I think I just have to get up like right behind him. And then to the right of that's the door I have to go through.
Huh? Huh? What was that? There's nobody here.
Oh, that was close. Wait a couple more seconds for him to move again.
Who's that?
Crap, I need it. They see me? They might know where I am. Do they know where I am? I'm not positive they know where I am. I don't think I can go through that door in alert phase. I'm not convinced that they know where I am. How do they not know where I am? Dude, don't take one step. Just go to your right. Oh. How does that work? Maybe I should change my camo. Nope, I'm good. I say I want to look at one thing. What's that? Oh, okay. I just saw the arrows and like, wait, am I missing something? Don't move.
HQ.
Oh.
This is HQ.
That makes no logical sense.
We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
If I would have known I could have just done that, I would have done it as soon as I left the area. Oh well. I'll fast forward through some of that, some of that searching. I personally really enjoy Sokolov's cutscenes because when he starts describing
must be
stuff,
so
he kind of
hard.
gets his dramatic
Are
voice.
you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Ah, good old Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
You heard it a little bit there. His voice just starts getting more and more dramatic.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
I like that. I managed to get past him. I see. Was there something in my voice to let him know that I got spotted? That I had to kill one? Because that wasn't a, oh, good job, you did perfect. That was a, oh, things didn't go as planned. Good job, Sokolov. Hello, Sokolov. That's awesome. Like, what are you gonna do? Tiger Claw.
Freeze!
So much for the super spy.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Considering he hand-loaded that first round, that means he intentionally went into battle with his gun unprepared, just so he could have that dramatic moment.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
It's so weird. But Ocelot is awesome in this game.
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Yeah, it's just run directly at him with my gun pointed. And that's why those guys are just soldiers and not the major.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
We'll have to try to remember to check that cutscene when I do the editing. So the way Snake says you ejected the first bullet by hand makes it sound like it was already loaded and he pulled back the slide, which would kick out the unshot
Major,
round.
do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
But
run
I
into a
didn't
few
remember seeing
snags.
anything fly out,
These
which
guys were after
made me
Sokolov, too.
assume they
Apparently they were
basically
taking orders
put a
from a group
magazine in
named
but never
Volga.
pulled back the slide to
Group?
load the first
Part of
round.
an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the
I don't
KGB
know.
and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgans.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch
Excuse-
up to him.
We're counting on you.
We're counting on you. Yeah, you always are. The other issue there, though, like if he just had a loaded round and he... Oh, here's a way you can fail. Jeez. He's strong.
You've created a time paradox. Snake, you can't go changing the future like that.
All right. Anyways, loading a magazine and like ejecting the first round. What? There's no need to look for items. This first mission's about to end. That would kick out a unspent round, which would be a waste. And it would make no sense for there to be a spent round in there because a handgun would automatically eject the cartridge after shooting the round. But the whole jamming because you loaded the first round also makes sense because I mean, you kind of gotta load the first round.
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes.
So I don't know. They
The
do a
best
lot of
crew has to
research for
offer.
like techniques and proper
coming for
terms
me.
and everything for these games.
I'm finished.
But there's things here
Calm
and there
down.
where you're just kind of like, wait a
I'll
second,
get
that
you out
makes
of
no
here, I
sense.
promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
So dramatic.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it,
Makes me laugh because
the end
like we
of the
finished
Cold
phase
War.
1.
The end
You'll
of the
never
Cold
guess
War.
what we call the
Yes.
next phase.
and
Phase
then the
2.
Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
And this is actually the end of this first mission. It's just a long cutscene. There is a tiny bit of gameplay showing like the final feature in your little backpack menu. But I'll probably talk a little more here and there. But if you're not interested in the story, this is basically the end of the episode. Although if you're not interested in the story, I'd still encourage at least a couple more minutes because you'll be introduced to upcoming characters. This game has such an awesome like collection of bosses to fight against. The boss.
Boss?
You're lucky that thing didn't just slide off.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
In the opening cutscene, they talked about the boss being part of a unit that were heroes in World War II. And man, I would have loved to have played a spin-off where you got to play as her in a World War II setting. You know, experienced by fear and pain there.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
That line about her saying let's go to the depths of hell itself reminded me of one of the early trailers for Metal Gear Solid 5.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Miller says we're going back to hell, and Venom Snake says, but I'm already a demon. I wonder if that's a reference to her saying we're going to hell.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected.
So a rough way to finish an apprenticeship. And that's gotta feel good on a dislocated elbow.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left analog.
Yeah, I know how to do all this. Yeah, I know how to do this. Alright, he's looking like he's in good shape. Gee, I wonder what options I have. Alright, cut would be suture, bandage. I probably should have disinfected it. Hey, look at that. It doesn't really matter which order you put these things on. Bone. Okay, so a splint. Bones. Okay. And bone. Oops, wrong one. Would have laughed if he elbowed it so hard they dislocated his other elbow. Like, crap, let's do this again.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Sure, why not?
Shagohod.
They never really explained the Force, like how she can sense him still being alive. but then again, considering the supernatural aspects of the other bosses, that's really not that far-fetched.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Spunk needs to be used more.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Wasn't that the direction that recovery balloon was going? In best case scenario, it just blew the recovery balloon at you. Worst case, most likely case, it just shredded the thing. All right. Well, that is the first mission in this game, and obviously a good place to end the episode if you're still watching. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, my dear friends, until next time.